Howdy mates, good morning. I'm out at the Garbry Big Woods Reserve that is just outside of the town of Piqua, Ohio. And this place is known to also have an arboretum, which hosts some of the native trees found in the state of Ohio. So I'm actually going to challenge myself today. So without looking, because there's a label, without looking, each of these trees has an assigned number to them. And I'm going to try to challenge myself to see if I know the names of each of the trees without looking at the guide. And see at the end if I got all of them correct. Alright, so number 1. I believe this is a shagbark hickory based on the shags on the bark itself. Okay, now I believe, just based on some of the ridges and a little bit of the red that you see in the bark, it's reasonable to say that this is a red maple. Number 3, it was supposed to have green ash, but obviously that tree is under, a lot of harm due to the emerald ash borer. Okay, this is the common hackberry. You can just tell because it has these sinuous ridges along them. And actually, for those of you who have heard of the hackberry emperor, which is a type of moth, this is like the kind of tree that they inhabit. Alright, so moving on to number 5. This is a black locust. Usually the way I can tell is it's kind of like the crisscross pattern and it kind of pops out. So that's one way you can tell. So then number 6, this is a sassafras. And actually what's neat about the sassafras is if you rip off a limb, it actually has a distinctive smell to it. And I believe sassafras tea is actually derived from this tree. Alright, so now number 7, based on the smooth bark, I believe this is an American beech. Okay, so looking at surrounding areas, and this is number 8, and the thorns that come with the tree and these pods, this is a honey locust. Okay, so now we're moving on to number 9. This, I believe, would have to be blue ash. And what's neat about the blue ash is, I believe, part of the pigment that you can find in the tree kind of has a bluish color to it. Okay, I believe this is a scarlet oak. As you can tell by the leaves, they kind of have pointed lobes along them. Okay, so then going on to number 11, I'm pretty sure that this is a sweet gum. You can also tell because of some of the food or the berries that is produced. It kind of has like this spike ball appearance. From what I understood, this is the Ohio Buckeye. And trying to see if there's anything surrounding. Doesn't look like there is at the moment. Probably because they've been foraged already. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep moving. Okay. This, I believe, is the Kentucky coffee tree right here. Okay, this is the tulip poplar, because it kind of has the shape of a tulip, and so do the leaves. And you can also tell because of these little blooms. Of course, this is a sycamore tree, number 15. 16, I believe, is a bur oak itself. I'm just trying to move a little faster, that's all. 17. This is a catalpa. What's neat about the catalpa is the leaves that they produce, and these little, well, here they are. These are like the little seed pods that they produce when they are active. Neat tree, actually. Okay. Now, next is number 18. So we have about 10 more trees to go through. All right. So I believe number 18 is the scarlet white oak. And also you can base it off of the leaves too. It kind of has a cylindrical like shape to them. Number 19. I believe this is a black walnut. Just based on same thing, like some of the crisscross patterns. Okay, number 20. This one's pretty easy because some of the leaves are still up. This is a sugar maple. 21. Based on the deep fissures in the bark, it's reasonable to say that this is an American basswood. 22. Fascinating about 22. This is actually a black cherry. However, it's still young in appearance. So you'll see like the bark still looks a bit smooth. But once it gets a bit older, that's where you'll start seeing more of that dark bark. 23, this is Blue Beech. 24, not really sure what's supposed to be there because that tree isn't there. And then surprisingly, both 25 and 26 are both black gum, which is in little relation to the sweet gum. 27, the tree isn't there. And then last but not least, number 28 is the shingle oak. And what's actually neat about the shingle oak is it's the only type of tree that does not have, pointed lobes. It's just completely rounded. It's the only kind of oak that has these kind of leaves. All right, so we're just gonna check right here and see. Oh yeah. Yep, you guys are more than welcome to look through the list, see if I got any of them wrong in the process. But yeah, I love doing stuff like this. And it also tells you about the invasive species as well that can be found here. So alrighty, thought I would share that with you guys. Hope you learned something in the video. Sometimes trying to look at the bark can help. It's just becoming familiar is all, and practice too. Practice builds skill, not perfection. So alrighty, hope all of you enjoy your Friday, and Journey on a Journey is out. Take care, folks.